So what's the deal with Tesla, guys? I mean, everywhere I go, I hear about Teslas. I drive down the road and 10 Teslas pass me. I see them on TV all the time. Everybody's talking about them. Heck, I was in an Uber the other day and the guy was talking about Tesla stock. I mean, they're everywhere. So I get it. The hype is huge with Tesla right now. Elon Musk is like the world's most popular man, the world's richest man, like we talked about, and Teslas, everywhere you turn, you see a Tesla. Well, I thought, you know what? I need to check this out. I got to take a look and check into this stuff. Okay, so normally, as you guys know, I'm a technical trader. So I look at technical charts and I'm like, all right, well, does the chart give me a pattern? Well, this time I went a little above and beyond and I did what I call my fundamental, Jared's fundamental analysis. So I have a buddy who owns a Model S and a Model X, and I went over to his house and I said, hey, you know, can I check one of your cars out? Can I borrow one of these? He's like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I've been hearing all about these Teslas everywhere I go. Tesla this, Tesla that, blah, blah, blah. So I thought, you know what? I got to check these things out. So I went over to my buddy's house. He's got a Model X. He's got a Model S. And I just said, you know what? Give me the X. Let me check that thing out. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm taking this Tesla Model X out for a cruise, kind of learn a little bit more about it, see how they drive, see how they ride, see the infotainment on it, see what kind of power this thing's got, see if I even like this thing at all. And I got to be honest, so far, I've only been driving this for a few miles. I really like it. It's a comfortable car. It handles really well. It feels sturdy when you drive it. It's got a nice, thick, beefy steering wheel. And all in all, I have to say the initial impression, I'm impressed. Not bad. Whoa, whoa. This thing's got some serious pickup. Man, put me back in the seat there a little bit. I drive some high-end cars. I've been hearing a lot about the acceleration of these things, so why don't we stop for a second here, put this thing in launch control mode and see what she's got, because that's all I've been hearing about is the acceleration of these electric RC cars. All right, let me hold on one sec, guys. There. Okay, I think I got this. All right, let's give this thing a shot. You ready, guys? Oh my God! Oh, damn! This thing rips! Whoa, what's going on? We're slowing down here. My foot's still on the gas. We're slowing down. I don't know what's going on. John, what's going on here, buddy? What's happening?
Dude, I don't know, man. It's never done this before.
Oh, shit. So I'm not gonna lie, guys, I thoroughly and completely enjoyed taking that Model X out for a spin. And I have to say, Tesla makes a pretty nice product. I've been in the Model S, I haven't driven one, but the Model X was pretty impressive all in all, despite, you know, breaking down on the side of the road. Just kidding. But the point is, they do make a nice product. Does that mean, though, that the market cap of $800+ billion is worth it? Well, that's something we're going to discuss here in a little bit more detail. I mean, we have a company now that, again, builds a nice product, has a lot of cachet. It's a very popular brand in terms of the recognition, up there with Coca-Cola or Ferrari or Apple, right? Everybody knows what a Tesla is. Does this mean just because your Uber driver is talking about it, just because they make a nice car, just because you see them everywhere, that you should magically just jump in and leverage your portfolio and buy Tesla? You know, rack up some credit card debt to buy Tesla. Well, people that bought it in the last year probably think so, because the stock was up some 500 or 600%. Elon Musk went from like the 100th wealthiest man in the world to the wealthiest man in the world. So all those things, I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, well, gosh, if it's that popular, it's only going to keep going higher. Well, here's a little bit of maybe some water on your face, a little bit of a cold water splash, so to speak, if that makes sense. Cold shower type stuff, okay? $800 billion market cap, okay? 1,700 to 1 price to earnings ratio, okay? Now, are they worth the money? Well, they build roughly 500,000 cars a year. How many cars are sold in the world every year? About 88 to 90 million cars, which means Tesla sells less than 1% of all the cars on the market. But this is the kicker. They sell less than 1% of all cars sold last year, but they are more valuable than the 10 largest car manufacturers in the world put together. You heard me right. Take Toyota, take Honda, take GM, take Ford, take Mercedes, take the Volkswagen Group, take them all, put them in one bucket. Tesla's market capitalization is worth more than every single one of those companies put together. Some of those companies have been around darn near 100 years. Tesla's been around 7 or 8 years. They produce collectively 50 to 60 million cars a year. Tesla produces 500,000 cars per year. Their market caps are in the 50 to $100 billion range. Some of them are a little bit more than that, okay? So why is Tesla so expensive? Well, the mantra I keep hearing all the time, over and over, is Tesla isn't a car company, Jared. Don't you know? It's a technology company. I get it. I hear it all the stinking time. You just don't understand the ethos, Jared. Tesla and Elon Musk, they're not interested in the money. All they really care about is helping the world become green. Well, I think we all know that lithium-ion mining, the raw materials and everything that goes into making a battery, well, it's not the greenest thing in the world. Now, I understand with the new administration and some of the new laws with emission-free in California by 2035, I get all that. That's very positive for Tesla. Having the new administration, and that's very positive for Tesla. But that still doesn't answer the question. Is Tesla worth buying at $800 to $900 per share? And the answer for me is a two-letter answer. Absolutely not. Okay? No, it's not worth it. All right, now, if you had bought Tesla perhaps a year ago at $200 or at $100, maybe, and I don't even think then it was necessarily worth it. And I'm going to go back to this because, again, I hear it over and over and over, and some of you out there right now are going, Jared just doesn't get it. Jared just doesn't get it. Guys, 1,700 price to earnings ratio. What's Apple? 30, 40 to 1? Apple happens to be the most profitable company on the planet. They net 50 to 60 billion dollars a year. That's net earnings, net income after all expenses and deductions. 50 to 60 billion dollars a year. Do you know what Tesla earned last year? Take a guess. Google it. DuckDuckGo it. $400 million, give or take a few million bucks. And here's the kicker. If you take out tax credits that they get for being a green company, Tesla actually lost money, right? So when you take a company like Apple that makes 50 or 60 billion dollars a year, and then you take a company like Tesla, they're technically losing money because what you're going to see here in the next 5 or 10 years is these tax credits, they're going to disappear. Why? Because more and more companies are getting into the EV market. Okay? So what is Tesla going to do? Now, I am not saying that Tesla's a bad company. So please don't misunderstand. I'm not even saying that I dislike Elon Musk. I like the guy. I think he's an innovator. I think he's a great thinker of our time. That's wonderful. And I get it. They have solar panels, they have the Powerball, they have SpaceX, which is a different company, but the point is, they got their hands on a lot of different stuff. But is Tesla a good value? Should you buy it now? Heck no. Unequivocally, absolutely no. And yes, Tesla might go from $800 or $900 to $1,500. That's certainly possible. But that doesn't mean it was a good bet. So here's how I would play Tesla, okay? If Tesla pulls back, perhaps to $300 or $400 or $500, okay, I would think about nibbling something. If you want to trade Tesla as an intraday trade or a swing trade, I don't have a problem with that, okay? But what I would not do is take all the money that you have, like some people are doing, cash out your 401k plan and just buy Tesla stock. That's asinine. That's just downright stupid, even if it goes higher. Why? The risk just isn't worth it, okay? It's not, you might get lucky. Hey, some people win the Powerball. Does that mean it was worth it? Not really per se, because 301 million out of 399 million, you get the point, lose. So Tesla might go higher, but I just don't think the value is there, and I don't think the value is going to be there for a very long time. And this is not discounting their product. They make a beautiful car. Is it overpriced? Of course it's overpriced. $100,000 for a Model S? Have you been in an S-Class Mercedes, anyone? If not, go check them out, because for $100,000 to $150,000, which is what most Model S's cost, I know you can get them a little bit cheaper than that, but most of them are $100K, okay? The Model S, it's not that nice. The fit and finish, the quality of the leather, the craftsmanship, it's not that nice. The performance is great, but you know what? I think 3.5 seconds, 0 to 60 in an S63 is good enough. And I get quiet and comfort and all of those things. Now, then again, this is not a knock on Tesla. Tesla is awesome, but they're a little bit overpriced. And the one last comment I'll make, and I know I'm going to get a lot of heat for this, we're just not ready. Like, what do you mean, Jared? Well, think of it in a couple ways, guys. Most people in this country, as in half of the country, I think it's even more than that, something like 70% of the United States live in urban areas. New York, Chicago, LA is a little bit different, I suppose. It's very hard to get your car charged in those places, but more important than that, the grid, the infrastructure isn't ready for it. So all of you buying into this long-term Tesla's going to dominate the world, they may, and that might be true. It doesn't mean the stock isn't overvalued. It can still be overvalued, and you can still dominate the world while being overvalued. I mean, heck, here we go. Michael Jordan's overrated, but he's still one of the greatest players of all time, but you can still be overrated and still be the greatest. Yes, it's possible. Tesla could still be the greatest car manufacturer potentially and still be overvalued. This is something that most people can't understand. So the infrastructure is not there yet. The grid is not there yet. We're not ready for Tesla domination. Solar, we're still a ways away from that becoming truly mainstream. Yes, we're moving in the right direction. And the last I checked, and I know it's a different company, just having some fun, space is not exactly the most profitable area to make money. When's the last time you heard of NASA showing a profit? Right? You see what I'm saying? So guys, all in all, Tesla builds a fantastic product. They're pushing the envelope. They're pushing all other car manufacturers to be better with regard to technology, cleaner vehicles, electric vehicles, all that. It's wonderful, it's outstanding. But it doesn't mean the stock is a good value. So if I were you, I wouldn't buy it. Would I trade it from time to time? Of course I would. Why? You have an entry, you have a stop loss, and you have a target. I mean, you take a look at that Tesla chart, guys, it's damn near straight up. Okay, a year ago, it was a $100 stock, $200. Now it's $800 or $900. Okay, wait for a pullback, wait for the hoopla to settle down, and wait for Tesla to actually start showing some real earnings. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little bit about Tesla and what you should and potentially shouldn't do with it. I'm Jared Wesley of Live Traders. I'll see you again next week.